Just in case you live in a cave behind a waterfall, this is VCN Coaching Corner, a service of Breakdown Inc. for you. And it's free. Tell your friends. Come on board, watch, see what we have to say here. All right, the end of another year, beginning of a brand new one. Welcome to January 2015. And as usual, and I do this every year here on the Coaching Corner, we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions. You know what you should try doing? Take a notepad or a piece of paper, draw a line right down the middle. And on one side, put accomplishments. On the other side, why not be honest and put, I gave up? Okay, because every year in January, everybody makes their New Year's resolutions. I'm going to get an agent. I'm going to get a manager. I'm going to get cast in a new television show. I'm going to make my career jump. 6 months later, I can come back and ask those people, how did you do on those resolutions? And 99% of them fail. Why is that? Because as time goes on, your priorities change. Life changes around you. And the trick of staying with your goals and being determined is to not allow that to happen. To keep whatever your priorities are in regard to the industry, to work as a film television actor, is to keep that priority on the top. Shouldn't go above and beyond family, but it should be up there top 2 or 3, okay? So when you make your New Year's resolutions, mean it. Don't just say, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, because that's easy. Everyone does that at the beginning of the year. And then come 6 months later, as I said earlier, it's all gone, or most of it anyway. So what should you resolve yourself in doing this year? Brand new year, what are you going to do? Well, if you don't have an agent, resolve yourself to get an agent. And don't stop trying until you accomplish that. Now, as I've told you before, you've got to be careful, because if you get a bad agent and you put a bad agent on your resume, that's a reflection on you, and industry people will look at that and see you as a loser because the agency is a loser. What do I mean by an agency loser? Some of the small agencies work very, very hard for their clients, boutique agencies. So it's not them. The big agencies are the big agencies, and they're that way because they've done well, work hard for their clients. So what do I mean by the loser agency? Those with bad reputations. For one reason or another, they've done things within the industry that have been, well, unethical to say the least. You don't want to be with people like that, because good casting people aren't going to work with them. It's that simple. Easy to put together. Think about it. So you want to get with a good agency if you're starting out, if you're a new actor. Look around, do your shopping, be persistent, make that a goal. If it's a resolution for you in January 2015, keep it that way until you succeed. What about commercial agencies? Same thing. And in that case, you go after the big ones. And just backtracking a little bit, if you are a relatively new, aspiring actor, actress at this, and you're not in the union, that's okay too. You could still look for an agent. I mean, there's no rule that says you cannot look for an agent because you're not in the union. You know, a lot of agencies will handle non-union actors. So getting back to commercial agencies, try them, bigger the better, because there it's about a look. And in that case, the more the better, because there's more you to send out from that agency, and then they're giving themselves a better shot at succeeding with one of you. You get into some commercial or something. Theatrically, it's different, because there the skill means everything. And I got to tell you guys, for some directors and producers like myself, I kind of shy away from people that have a lot of improv on their resumes, because to me that indicates they're going to be undisciplined when it comes to doing the dialogue. That's just my experience with it. So get into a workshop that teaches a craft, a foundation that enables you to show the best that you are at being yourself. Okay? So that takes care of the agencies. You're not going to give up on that resolution until you succeed. How about getting out on some readings, going on auditions? Okay, you can do that without an agent. You have Actors Access. There's a lot of information on Actors Access that you can take care of. Say, well, they're only throwing a bone on there. No, they're not. There's some very good projects on Actors Access. Do your shopping, do your homework, investigate the production companies. And even if it's ultra low budget and they're paying $100 a day, that's okay too, because that gives you a credit. Now you got to watch what projects you're getting into, because you don't want to surround yourself with a lot of unknown actors, because then again that doesn't work on your behalf. Try to get into projects that have actors in the film that have substantial resumes and good credits, okay? So when you go shopping now for auditions and you look around and things you can do, be smart about it. If you're going to resolve yourself to do good auditions, one of them is to do your homework before. Look, in the old days, I can tell you, you would get to the audition a half hour before it was your call time to go in and read, and you'd get the script at that time. Today, you know, you'll download 2-3 days ahead of time. You download the sides from Showfax, and you can really do a lot of preparation before you go in the door, and that helps you a lot. That's going to go a long way in helping you to land the part, if you're right for the part, if you look right for the part. Casting's all about the look and the personality. It's not what you, as I've talked about several sessions ago, what you become, how you see a character and develop something, because that's usually not what the writer and director has in mind, and you're changing their conceptual idea of the character, and that's not your job to do that. If you are yourself when you come in, then they're casting a real person, and they're going to look for that person, that actor that fits most with what they had in mind for the character. And after that, they don't want you to change it, because then the character becomes you. It's not the other way around. You don't become the character. Take my word on that. Okay, so you're going to do better preparation for auditions. You're going to stay in a workshop. If you're not training on a regular basis, you're going to lose out, because the strong actors out there, the young ones, the ones that are starting out that study, they're going to kick butt. They're going to be better than you. They're in shape. Think about the gym. That's a great analogy. You don't go to the gym. Or maybe you go once a week, or maybe you go once a month, and you do the treadmill, and you do, you know, some weights, and you feel, oh, I'm back in shape again. But think of those people who are there every day, or at least 5 out of the 7 days a week. What kind of shape they're in? Can they take you? Well, it's the same analogy as you would have as an actor. Those people who are working out on a constant, regular basis are going to be better than you. And there's so many actors out there. What separates the boys from the girls, if you would, and the pros from the amateurs is the fact that they're very good at what they do. And it doesn't matter if you're starting out. If you do your homework and you train, you get a foundation to your work that's solid, that makes sense. Don't get into psychobabble workshops where, you know, it's all about the psychology, and, you know, that's a waste of time. You need a craft. You need the foundation that allows you to get to your talent, which is all about you. Make your resolutions, be smart about them, and stick to them. We'll see you next time here on the Coaching Corner. I'm R.J. Adams.